Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to Trade Confident. I just got done doing the Bitcoin video. Guys, will we finally drop this week? Well, we're gonna find out. I gave some evidence in Bitcoin using the money flow over with the indicators, the metrics, well, indicators and metrics at tradeconfident.io. So make sure you guys do watch that Bitcoin video. All right, guys. Real quick update on the baby. The baby has not come yet, but I will most likely need about 2 days off this week on YouTube because we have to be in the hospital mandatory 48 hours for the procedure, the having a baby, and then I'll be back on the chart here with you guys. I'll be answering emails as much as I can in the hospital, so please just give me a couple day grace period. Whenever that happens, I'll try to update you guys over email about that. So let's go into this, guys. Starting August 16th, Monday, are we going to see a drop this week finally, or are we just going to keep heading up? Well, I'm going to give you guys some analysis in here of why I do think this has a potential of moving back down. Guys, I mentioned in the Bitcoin video that we have some of the biggest channels now on crypto starting to look bearish now. Big boy crypto, a lot of other channels looking for bull traps in here and saying, hey, we might head down. So let me show you guys a couple formations I'm looking at here. First one is very obvious. It is just simply this ridiculous divergence pattern we have on the whale money flow. Lower highs are forming on money, moving out of the market while price structure is still heading up. We ended up seeing this nice little dip in here, and this right here was what a lot of people were probably looking at this weekend saying, like, you know what, are we going to keep heading up? Are we going to keep it going down? We got that drop. I think people, including me, was like, is this where we drop? Is this where we drop? And then we started bouncing back up. But I want to show you guys this pattern that's forming on the chart here. That is very interesting to watch. We see this right here. Some people are going to call this, an ascending channel, an ascending wedge. Just pick one. It doesn't really matter. It's the formation that I really want you guys to look at here. When we start seeing this formation form in uptrends like this, historically, this is going to drop to the downside and it's going to give us very nice moves downward, okay? Follow me here on this one. Let's go back and let's look at another one real quick, and then I'm going to compare it to what we currently see. This move right here is very close to what we're seeing as well. We're seeing a nice pump in the market. Every time we see a drop, we just get another bull run. A drop, a bull run, drop, a bull run, and then it breaks and we start seeing this formation of the move back down on the chart, and we start dropping very fast in here. So this is a pattern that in the past has played out very nicely for us to the downside. I don't know if I had another one in here. I believe that was the only two. So taking a look at those two patterns, it is definitely evident to me that is what we are seeing here for this bullish market, is that we could start seeing this break down. Now, the nice thing about this, for those of you guys in the short trade here, you guys are only down by 8.4% on this. You guys' entry was at 26.38. That was your first limit. Your second limit was in here at 29.98. The break even is at 28.1805. And then basically you take if you have $10,000, I suggest splitting up into 4 equal sections. So 2,500, 2,500, and then we have 2,500 here at 34.78. That has not been hit yet, obviously on the chart, but you guys are currently down not 16.82, but you have to take basically the first and the second, divide it by 2. That gives you a break even, and then you need to find the new percentage. So you're only down about 8%, 8.4% on this trade. Okay, guys? Watch this formation this week. This could drop the price very fast, and more channels on YouTube, I've been watching this, they're like, okay, I think we might have actually reached the top and we're going to move back down. So what we could see here, as I showed you guys over here on this play that we saw, once this formation is formed, a lot of times this drops down in the market. Well, what we see on here is that we could be seeing this starting to move down and break below this ascending support line right here. But if we break down this one and we break down on this one, this could be a very fast drop back down here, which would be the exit for the short trade at the entry, which is 2,638. Funny enough, the entry around 2,638 is very close to where we have the actual buy limit to get back into Ethereum to ride this thing back up. So let's go over the metrics and give ourselves a little bit better look to see what we could be in for this week. All right, these are going to update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so make sure you guys do have your membership over here. It's just $49 a month. Okay. Emotional index is still sitting up here in the greedy and the excited area. You can't see Ethereum up into the greedy and excited area without seeing drops in the market. It does not happen. It has never not seen a very nice drop in the market ever. Even here, we ended up seeing this move back up, and we did see a move back down. This is the only exception I will make for this, is because it's the initial move of the psychology of a market cycle. Everybody who knows anything about trading knows that metrics, indicators, and almost everything is going to go flying out the window on the initial run because it's basically 100% emotional trading in the beginning. Everyone's just buying, everyone's buying. This is, if you guys don't believe me, here's the proof. An initial move is basically optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria. Like this is what happens in the initial moves of any coin. We see it in Bitcoin right here. This is where all your indicators metrics are just going to be, you just throw them out the window. Like it really doesn't, they don't work too well. We are actually in a stage right now where they work the best, which is after the psychology initial pump. And then we start seeing some equilibrium and we can start actually predicting the behavior a little bit better. So when we've gotten up here into the past, this is when we do see drops in the market back down. We see drops back down, and then we saw this move back down here. We also saw a move back down here as well. So what am I expecting? What have I been calling like forever? Yes, I know it hasn't happened yet, guys, but I'd rather stay on the side of calling this drop than be like, you know what, guys? Let's just get into the market. Let's just market order this thing and ride it up. Like, no way. I'm not even getting close to putting a market order in here. We are waiting for the drop back down. Okay. Sorry. Trying to have some little bit of humor on this video today. So long versus short trades, we are definitely seeing price structure increase here drastically. But while price structure is increasing, the interesting thing here is that short trades are following it exactly. So even when we see a little bit of a drop down here and a drop down there, what's happening is price structure and short trades are basically very positively correlated, is what we can call this on the chart, okay? But what we're also seeing is basically long trades coming out and they're moving sideways right now. Now, if this week, this is what I'm looking for, guys, to see this move back down. Long trades moving out of the market like this, and short trades, I don't even care if short trades even move down a little bit or go sideways. The fact that long trades are going to possibly move out of the market this week gives me a strong indication that this is going to start heading back down. I'm going to go over this very, very quick, and I'm going to flash through this, but make sure you guys watch the Bitcoin video. I've been showing this to you guys before, where price structure is heading up for Bitcoin and long trades are moving out of the market. This thing can't help but move back down. Okay, I showed you guys a few scenarios on here, but that's the biggest one I want to show you guys. Even right here, price structure moving up in the market and long trades moving sideways, even arguably down right here. This is where we see drops in the market. And then we come over here and we're like, hey, price structure moving up ridiculous amount here, and there's been nothing but long trades heading out of the market the last 2 weeks, which if we look at historical data here, it is very predictive that this move can happen again and drop us all the way back down. Okay, so just something you guys need to be aware of on the charts, and make sure you guys are watching with the metrics over here. Let's move down here a little bit, and we're going to go to this one. So long or short trade, what's in favor? Well, it's very clear that this is definitely sitting in short trade, but this blue line metric is moving close to the neutral. This is good because what I expect to see here, if we start crashing down, is this to start moving down here, putting us somewhere around this area of a good long trade, maybe this week, if we start seeing a nice higher low pattern. A higher low pattern, guys, has not at all formed in my opinion. Bitcoin even saw this move where we went like this and shot back up. It was very clear. Ethereum has not seen that. So could everybody just be getting their long trades in here? Everyone's putting their money in. Everyone's putting their money at the top because we're going to the moon, right? Ethereum's going to flip Bitcoin. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm just saying, like, listen to what's going on out there. Everyone putting their money in. If whales come in here and drop this thing out, everyone's just going to be holding. A lot of people who put their money in because they're so excited, they're not going to have any more money left in here. Like a lot of traders I work with, they're like, Travis, I'm going to be honest with you. Like I bought into the pump. I put all my money in here and I'm like, guys, did you save some to buy the dip? And they're like, honestly, I didn't. I did not save any to buy the dip. I have to pay expenses. I have to pay my bills. Guys, we haven't even entered a single trade on this move up here. We exited right around this area down here. And yes, people can say we left some on the table, but I'm waiting for this drop down here. And I believe that is the most secure way to trade this, is to wait for the pullback and get back in. Okay. Taking a look at this, well, institutional smart money in here. We do see that we are getting these metric moves down here to look for short trades again. Now, every time we get these very far bars down here at the bottom, it is going to have a hard time moving back up. It's going to get a little choppy. There are times where this is just going to fully overextend itself, and it's going to show us that, but we ended up seeing this over here as well. And what that tells me is not that this called it wrong, but it tells me there's a lot of pressure building up for short trades, and it's actually one of the greatest times to be like, hey, heads up, some big things could start happening in here. Some big drops could actually start happening very soon. So that's how I read that, okay? Let's move down here a little bit further. Support and resistance prices. Where is Ethereum going if Ethereum drops? Well, I'll show you guys in this video here where I have my first buy limit set up for Ethereum, because that is not, I'm not changing it, okay? It's where I have it at the moment. Now, if I come out and I change the metrics, I will update them, but at the moment, I'm keeping it very close to a specific area. When you guys look in here, if you're visually just using your eyes, where is a very strong level of support? It's right around this area where all the structures meet. So it's right around this 2,700 to 2,400, right around in this area is a very nice structure low that the price can come back down to and bounce off of. This is called support, okay? Past resistance, current support. As the price moves up, sorry, let me say that again. Basically, we're looking at support. I'm gonna make this simple because it's hard with structures because we're just moving straight up. We don't have really good higher highs and higher lows. But this is structure support in here. That's how I want you guys to look at it. And I do believe that is correlated over here. If you look at the 2,700 area, it's right around this area where the exit is for the short trade, which also correlates very closely to the entry for the long trade. Okay, guys, this will play out. I really do believe this is going to play out correctly here for us. Everybody using the dollar cost average entries, you guys have made a ridiculous amount of money riding this thing up. So everybody who ended up getting in here and buying in with the green lines, that is simply, people coming in, throwing $100,000 in here. Those of you guys who are hedge funds, possibly 500 to $1 million or whatever you choose. This is a metric that is going to call the bottoms very well. We could see this start to move back down and we start seeing more green lines forming in here. That could be an area where you guys want to choose to invest if you want, not financial advice, and you guys can ride it up for the long term. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick and then I'm going to go over the long trades for Ethereum so you guys don't miss that. The exit points. I do expect to see maybe another red bar come out here to help us call this drop. We did see this little bit of a drop in here. We saw the little bit of a drop in Ethereum here. I'm looking more for these drops to come. This is what I'm looking for in the market. This drop, and these drops. It's just too far overextended in my opinion to keep seeing this move back up. So this just begs the question, all right, awesome. We've got the metrics. Make sure you guys have access over here. Just go to pricing, you guys. It's $49 a month. Just make sure you have access to this, okay? What this begs the question of, okay, if this thing moves down, where are we going to actually get into a long trade? Now, let's go over that. If you guys go to tradeconfident.io, just click live trades up here. It's very simple. And then click any of these that you want. All these live trades are going right now. Here is Ethereum. This will update this morning. I did update every single chart very slightly, but just make sure you guys come in here and look at this. The first entry for the long trade is sitting here at 2,917, okay? This is very close to the psychological whole number of 3,000. I want to just be just under this because it's correlated to structure highs here on the chart. I think this is a very good area to get in. And then we have the second buy limit here, the third buy limit here, and the fourth buy limit here. If you guys have $1,000, I am calling on this trade here that you break it up into 4 equal sections. 250 here, 250 here, 250 here, 250 here. It does not matter how much you guys are trading. I do suggest it's 4 equal portions. Make sure you guys do watch this video right down here. This will show you exactly how to trade this whole strategy. It is very simple to follow. This is how we've been trading on this channel, and we've been doing very well. We haven't lost a trade yet. Yes, I have had trades on this channel go into drawdown, and we've experienced that, but we have not lost a trade yet because I believe we're using some very, very good risk management. So that is the current setup. If you guys want to be updated with this, these are dynamic lines and these will update. So make sure you guys just have your subscription over at Trade Confident and you guys will see all this when it comes out. So let's see this week, guys, if this is the actual week where we start seeing a drop or we start seeing a move back up. If we do, we're going to have to break this resistance up here. But a lot of channels, a lot of technical analysis here is coming out and they're starting to show that we could be moving up. All right. I didn't think I was going to do this, but if you guys stick around this long, I'm going to show this to you. I am seeing, I'm seeing a lot of people look at this. Okay, people are looking at this new indicator on here called hash rate. Let's go like this, hash. They're looking at the hash ribbons. Let me just point something out for you guys because I'm seeing this on YouTube a lot, and let me just point this out, okay? If you guys are looking at the hash ribbons on here, and I'm not even going to go into too much of what the hash ribbons are, you guys can research it. I don't want to take too much of the time in this video. Here's what I want to show you guys. A lot of people are like, we've got a very bullish sign on the hash ribbons that this thing is going to start moving back up because when you see a green line moving up, that means historically you see prices move up, a red, you see it move down. I just want to point this out to you guys that if you look to see what has happened historically, when this has moved to red right here, this did not look too favorably. When this moved red, all we saw, people shorting because it gets into the red section here for the hash rate, or we'll call this the hash ribbons, which is what it's called. This ended ended up seeing nothing but a skyrocketing move back up. That was probably the worst short trade you could have ever entered into, okay? Now taking a look at this signal, those of you guys looking at this long trade, this, if correlated to the price structure, saw nothing but the fastest drop in possibly the history of Bitcoin when we ended up getting a long trade here. Now looking at the short trade, yes, this short in here did look like it could be moving back down, but now we start seeing this over here and people are like, okay, guys, the hash ribbons are moving to the upside and we're going to see this start to skyrocket and blast up. All I'm saying, guys, is that there's many times that this indicator has not called things correctly, and the metrics are the same way. We've had that, but I know some people are looking at this. I just want to give you guys a heads up that this may not be the most accurate way of looking at the market. I do believe there is some validity to it, so I'm not trying to say there isn't, but I wouldn't use this as your greatest confirmation when you guys are looking at the charts, just to, if I can just point that out there, just to help save you guys some time. It's great. Put on your chart, look at it, assess it, use it as part of your data if you want. I'm not going to be using it on this channel because I believe the metrics here are better. We're going to be looking at money flow and how money's flowing in and out of the market, because I believe that's the greatest prediction of what's going to happen, is looking at how money is flowing in and out and using really good risk management. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. God bless you guys so much. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if we get the drop we're looking for this week, and I will keep you guys all updated. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.